Alright guys, I'm going to do this at work while we're a little bit slow, so bear with me. We want to go ahead and congratulate the Ninjas on dominating the league last year, even though you had some big injuries. Also for you and Chris for dominating us in our annual scramble. Next year, guys, if you're going to say you're going to make the draft, make it. Don't skip it for a birthday party. Don't pretend like you got to work at Walmart and we call and you're not even working there. And don't be like Kyle and just sit at home and play with yourself. Alright, well, let's start with the Ninjas since they are the returning champs. Are they really the returning champs? Yes, but this year they may look like chumps. Drafting the Lions' putrid defense, whew, that's going to be some negative points for you. But then again, you did wonders with that Chiefs defense last year. You have some locks and you have some question marks, especially at wide receiver. Ninjas should be poised to challenge for the division, but will get smoked in the playoffs. Can you hear me? Or Mason Powers. Where did you learn this football stuff? Did you put down the girl's clipboard finally? Is it all that time that you can't get on Facebook because you're not allowed to have an account? Anyway, great draft this year. But taking the Seahawks in the 5th round, what a reach. And Freddie Jackson, he is not going to make up for your relationship problems with C.J. Spiller of last year. If Romo's back holds up, I can see the playoffs in your future. D's nuts are Matt Gordon. Love Rodgers. Love A.J. Green. Like the Broncos, D. Rest your team sucks. The Donkey Bowl is in your future. Maybe I should start getting the last place trophy etched right now. Oh, and adding and dropping prior to week 1, whew, that's a tough one. Ian, welcome to the league, by the way. And you too, Matt. Drafting a suspended kicker for 4 weeks, that says it all. But your running backs need some help. They're the worst in the league. But you do have Breezy and a wide receiver core that can be great. You're going to rack up a couple wins. Kyle, or the fumbling pharmacist. Let's hope you don't get the most points scored against you again. You have a decent team, but only if Gronk returns to form. That Jets D is going to get torched. 3 and out, that's the Jets' offensive motto. And your D will be on the field a lot. Good luck, sir. James, I gave you an A- in the draft, 2nd highest rating. If Cutler, my man crush, plays the MVP form like we all know he can, then sky's the limit. Ellington, McCoy, Marshall, what were we thinking letting you get these 3? Playoffs are in your future. Con City. Way to pull out the win last year in the Donk Bowl. Woo-wee! You almost got a trophy, not one you would have wanted. Matt Ryan, a reach. Your wide receivers, divas. Running backs are suspect. But if they all return to the form they once had, they will score a lot. Great kicker, though. No last place for you this year. D's nuts got that locked up. Men of Steel or Cliff Austin. CBS rated your draft crappy, but anybody who gets Peyton Manning gets a C in my book. At least a C. You must be spending all that time on deployment because you didn't pay attention to the draft. Your running backs need a lot of work. You got a nice starting receiver core, and you got a great waiver get with Timothy Wright. But you have some work to do with that crappy bench. You just better hope you never need to use them. Taint Magic, Jeff Morgan. Thought you were going Locker Brown 1-2 for that $1,000 side bet. Too bad. Sick wide receiver core and tight ends. QBs need some work. And running backs have to actually want to play football. With Geno Smith throwing picks left and right, CJ2K better hope Michael Vick plays sooner than later. Pretty good team overall. Corey, or the Rural Jurors. I was very disappointed last year that I rated your team the best overall, and you snuck into the playoffs. Your draft was nice, but it's more like cheap champagne and not Cristal. Wide receivers are mediocre but can be good. QB and tight end are phenomenal. You better hope Mighty Mouse runs strictly behind Logan Mankins. The rest of his line is horrible. Trey Dink, a.k.a. Taco, a.k.a. put out an APB because Trey's missing. Nobody hears from him for 6 months, a.k.a. Lloyd, a.k.a. I didn't even know you knew anything about football. Thanks for coming to the draft. You did great, Lloyd. You had a the best draft of anybody, but your wide receivers and tight ends still need some work. Nobody's draft was spectacular. I guess that's good because we all know a little bit and not enough. Trey, I do see some big wins coming your way. My division winners this year are myself, Dirty Mo, Mason, Can You Hear Me Now, and Taint Magic. The wild cards, Jimmy J, Trey, and Ninjas. I also have the division with Can You Hear Me Now and Man of Steel as the worst rated division this year. Cliff, it's funny that both the years you were in the league, you've been in the worst division. Still can't get out of the playoffs. Donk Bowl, we don't even need to know who's going to be in it because we know D's Nuts are going to win it. I'm already getting the trophy made and etched with his name. Congratulations, Matt, on a brand new son, but welcome to fantasy football hell. Peace.